I realize it's a bit late, as difficult for me to sleep at the moment. Um, I've always been honest on here. I find I've gotten swept away, not being dishonest, but being not keeping a serious tone or longer tones. But I'm going to try to do them often because I do have these aha moments, and I felt the need to say that the more things that I seem to learn, the more confused I seem to get. Maybe my perception of what I wanted, I don't know, was a dreamland. I forgot it takes work, and I'm not the easiest. Not the easiest. I still feel, which it's hard for me to understand this stuff. I don't want to hear about me. It's hard to accept certain things because I've always operated in a certain way, and but I've stepped back and look, and really been looking this evening. I want something to change, and I haven't really put the greatest effort into making this change out of laziness, out of fear, out of the what ifs, waiting on things, people. And every time I think that it's going to be happening like that, it doesn't. I tend to push people away out of fear, and I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to work on it. I don't, you know, everybody could offer up this, that, and that, but you know what? I don't know. I feel in my heart that I just, I don't know what it is. I'm having a moment of confusion, and more confused than I was prior. I don't know what it is that what's right for me or what's wrong for me, or should I give up on things? What the hell do I do? Maybe I should listen more. Although, I don't know, love's supposed to be unconditional, and I think that that's happening with me now. This person, but it's like almost, I'm almost in a realm still of a balance of something else. I had to come to these ideas and terms because it's still in the back of my head, and I have released that energy because I don't can't deal in the what ifs anymore. And I made a choice, and the energy in my life now is a good energy. Everybody needs some work. And I have to be grateful that my friend, he's been very, very patient with my unwillingness to listen to me about myself. And establishing friendship was a good idea. And maybe not. Because now, I don't like it that someone can know so much about me and then tell me. And I'm like, oh. Or they can, like, do and behave the way I think and feel. And I'm like, oh. I'm very analytical. I'm passionate. I got that scorpion in my chart, if anybody cares. I want. Well, actually, I'm confused what I want. I don't want. I want. I know. I know. Ultimately, happiness is your own wants and needs, or mindset. Sorry. Um, you make your own happiness, and for some reason, I've gotten to a zone of expectancy, and baby, kind of like I want this now, without even trying to. And I make excuses that it's the stress around me, but then I put myself in the stress. I'm not. I don't know what to do. No, I do know what to do. I just scared, fear, and fear brings in not the good things. I think I fear that everything will just fall and fail again. I want guarantees because it's fallen so many times prior. And I'm not saying I'm not accountable for any parts of it in my own way, but it just seems I haven't had a momentum of this solidarity of sorts. But I'm a hard person sometimes. I've kind of made some mistakes in the last couple weeks. Selfish mistakes. Not real patient lately, not real understanding to an extent. Trying to operate in a way of certain other circumstances that have nothing to do with it. It's a big deal, but it's, my own doing. Missing my children, having guilt, not being able to, and they're not children, but not feeling like and these are all my issues. I have a lot of guilt. And it seems like I don't know how to love anymore. Like I'm not offering. I offer fear and pain, confusion, sometimes cruelty. I don't know how much more proof I need. I just know that everybody goes away. And in my world, I've come to the conclusion that it's me. I'm not what's wrong with the world. In reality, I'm a very heartfelt person. And I want to offer this love and all. And it's always, it seems that, I don't know, there's just, I guess people get scared. And maybe I get scared too. See, I just didn't think of it somehow that my behavior can be pushing away out of fear as well. Communication is number one. You gotta communicate. And I think I've done a good job. I've also done it in a moment of anger or frustration or just because I don't know, hormones. They're not excuses or justifications. It's just that's my analysis of it. So I always end up looking back and seeing how it really was. And then I get afraid that because I'm accountable that it's a constant torture about my accountability. I'm only one person. It took me 46 years to get to this point, so it's not going to happen overnight. I always say that at least recognizing it and the will to want to try to do a little bit different is almost half the battle. I can see why people like simplistic people. Not to say that being simplistic as a person is dumb or less. It's just in the short life we have, it might be easier. In my head, I feel at this point in my life, I don't want to invest more, and then it goes away. Shit happens. And I'm surprised I've lasted this long in the name of love, hope, want. But it comes to a point and I get scared. I get very scared. I was hurt really bad almost 8 months ago or so-ish. My heart felt destroyed. And I feel like I don't even know what it was. And it took me a minute to get back from that. And it's not a faulted thing or a right, wrong, or apology. I mean, one day, hopefully, but it was a lesson. It brought me a lesson, but still, it made me more jaded than I already was. And so with all this knowledge, I've said this before, it seems like the more you start to learn about yourself or the world or people, there's just more questions than answers. I don't know, answers come from within here. I don't need answers. Because I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway. I don't know what I need to be secure in this. Have faith. I've had faith in a lot of things, and it's just scary. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not 25. I'm not even 35. I'm not even 40. I'm one person on this planet whose life is minute, like a grain of sand. I've lived, I was born, I'm living, and I'll die, and the significance is just the same as every other creature on this planet. I feel very much just wanting to just run away. It's very fairy tale-ish, you know. That's not a bad thing. Maybe I shouldn't want that so much. Maybe I should be more practical about companionship. But I'm a lover, not a... I'm in love with the idea of love. That whole sweeping off your feet and da-da-da. And then when those moments happen in my life, where has they've been, I, uh, I don't know how to deal with it, I guess. I don't feel like I deserve it. And I know I do. It's just, a lot of this brings up things of my life as maybe a child, or during my childhood or youth, or the things that the brain or the people we we protect ourselves without even knowing, pushing things down in order to survive, regrets, pain, people, and I seem to have gotten really good at pushing down a lot of my pain, and it's nobody else's responsibility to make me happy or create happiness for me. It's up to me. I think in a partnership that the other person should be uplifting, but realistically uplifting. We can't just like not talk about certain things, and or just and I can talk a lot. I can tell a lot of, and I can say a lot of truths and a lot of realizations that maybe sting other people's lives, or they may have been something that triggered something in them, and I don't stop to think about that. But then I don't know if we don't say. It's like I didn't ever get a chance to talk for 20 some odd years about who I thought or was, or what I am, or I know a little more about myself, but at the same time, I'm still confused. I know that I can be harsh. I know I've been harsh. I know I'm an alcoholic. I know that I've been hurt and bruised a little bit about it. I know that I love. I know that I love my children without a doubt. I know that I wasn't the best parent, but just I have my own issues and I can't make up for that. All of this feeling bad and guilty and forlorn and ennui and lost is wasting time. I need to learn to forgive myself more. I have forgiven others, but it's just now that it's come to my mind how much I have not forgotten. And how sometimes those things still run my world. And it always comes out somewhere. And I wasn't so nice a few times to somebody in the name of fear, insecurity, of what happens, what's next, what if you leave, what if people go, where do I stand? I don't know. And actually, the funny thing is that there hasn't been this kind of behaviors. I don't know. I'm just trying to say this out loud so I can understand it a little bit better. Anyhow, um, it's better days, and it's only life is short. Nothing good comes easy, and you don't risk no reward, and closed mouths never get fed. That would be the cliches of the day. Anyhow, love and light. Say la vie. Tomorrow's another day.